How healthy are you? That's the question. Now, we measure body fat. You take your weight. What does that really mean? And also, how do you make it better? How do you know it's better? That's why we came out with the Ambrosia Health Test. The Ambrosia Health Test is a simple at-home blood test that actually gives you tangible results from things like 5 categories: GI balance, immune balance, emotional balance, cognitive balance, and energy balance. So what we do is we give you those numbers, and then we provide an actionable plan for you to improve those numbers. So think about it. If your gut is off, your reading's gonna be off. So you're gonna need to have an actionable plan to make that better. So while you can get all these different readings, you never truly know how healthy you are. Never. And let's say, okay, everybody says go get blood work. Have you ever looked at a blood sample?
I have.
Have you ever looked? Do you know what any of those numbers means? You look, there's an H for high, an L, but nobody tells you what those mean. Nobody knows AST, ALT, all those different readings. You don't know what it means. So that's why we were like, we need to make this simple. 5 categories. Everyone can understand. And it gives you a reading. And we don't just tell you where you're at. We give you instructions on how to try and make it better. And that's why this is so special. So what I want to demonstrate today is how simple it is to take an Ambrosia Health Test. So Sean's here to help me out with this. So
look, so this is something that we knew we had to do. We had to make it easy because we could send you guys with a prescription to your local lab to have them take a bunch of blood, which for some people makes it so they can't work out that day and they even feel a little bit faint. But Ambrosia is solutions oriented. So we mail this one box to you, comes directly to your mailbox, to your doorstep. You open it and it's going to contain exactly what you have here. It's all the supplies that you need in less than a couple minutes to take your blood sample, which then will come back to us in our lab. We provide you a prepaid envelope to do so. And we're going to measure 11 different metabolites that allow us to give you the readings and the scores in those 5 different key health areas, which we think are the things you need to know. Not 100 different measurements that you have no idea what to do with,
no,
but 5 different categories that we know will impact your life on a daily basis that you want to have score high. You want to have your score, which we rate on a scale of 0, which is the worst. You better probably go to your doctor immediately.
Yes.
Or 100, which is incredible. I've never seen 100 in any category, but you want your score to be as high as possible. So
yes.
I'm going to take Marc's blood sample right now, and I'm going to go through the steps that you're going to do. This is all clarified for you on the instructions that come in the kit, but we're going to go through it step by step so you can see how easy it is. Or if you're confused and you've already bought the kit, you can be doing it alongside with us. First step is going to be to take one of the sterile alcohol pads and wipe the finger where you're going to take your sample.
Let's go right.
I recommend doing it on the index finger, and I'll show you guys why in a second. So you're going to want to wipe that finger down. Now, I've already washed my hands, and so has Marc. If you haven't, pause this video and do that first. So we're going to go ahead and wipe that down. Put that to the side. Take one of your gauze pads, open that up, dry it off, done deal. Now, this is called a lancet. It's a one-time usage little needle that's going to create the little prick that we need to get the blood out of, right?
And by the way, this is the one thing in life that petrifies me.
Needles?
So if I can do this, well, we're not going to make needle jokes,
yeah.
But if I can do this, anybody can do this. Now, the finger prick when I donate blood scares me more than the thing going into my vein.
Really?
It is crazy. For some reason, my finger is sacred, but
here
I'm
it is. Look, it's this easy. Done.
I'm not crying.
Yeah, no crying. So you'll see that all we'll do is keep the finger oriented downwards. We wipe the first drop of blood away, and then we squeeze. Put your arm down to your side. Just let it go down a little bit. And then here, work like that with your front finger like that. Yeah, just loosen some blood in there. Yeah. What you might find actually is if you're a weightlifter or someone who trains a lot.
Callus.
Yeah, you might have calluses on the ends of your fingers, which cause like a little bit less blood to come out. There we go. So let's go ahead and wipe this off.
Oh yeah, this is coming off really good.
I gotta wipe that one. There we go. Okay, perfect.
Now we're gushing. I think we might have to go to the hospital. Yeah, that'll do it.
There we go.
It's pretty damn full.
So, all in all, we're looking for about 5-6 good drops of blood, and it will fill up this little tube. And all we're gonna do next is open up this little silver packet that contains the device that we're going to put the blood into, which protects it until you get it to our lab for testing. Put this aside. You'll take this and you'll put the capillary tube right in the middle, and you'll push down on this little purple plunger right here. And that will put the blood into the device for safekeeping until it gets to our lab. There we go. So
you can clean off your
completed
finger.
sample will look something like this. And we have examples on the website of how much blood you're looking for, but basically you fill this up and you're good to go. And then yeah, you're gonna wanna wipe off the blood.
Band-Aids are included.
Little Band-Aid action. Take your sample after 30 seconds, close it up, listen for the click, set that aside. We have a little card here that's gonna be inside of your kit. That's your registration card. You're gonna wanna write your name and email and collection date on it. Now here's what's important. If you're taking this test, you wanna do it usually first thing in the morning before you eat your first meal, or at least an hour after you've eaten any meal if it's during the day. You'll wanna take this and put it in your mailbox. This is already prepaid. We have a priority envelope to get it back to our lab within a couple of days. If you're gonna take the test over the weekend, put it in your fridge. But the best idea is to take it any day during the week. That way it can get mailed out that day or the next day. Getting it to our lab as soon as possible within about a week is gonna give us the best sample. Now, we took this sample live for you guys, but Marc's already taken this test, and we wanna give you guys a little preview of what your results look like. Because really, this test is just how we get the results and the data for you. Here's what really matters. Within about 2 weeks after you submit your test, usually within a week for most people, you're gonna get a personalized health report from us and our lab partners. Now that's gonna contain all of the scores. Here's Marc's scores, they're pretty darn good. All the scores in your different 5 key health areas, as well as a breakdown of each score. Load up here in a second. They'll have a breakdown of each score and how you can improve it from different approaches through training, nutrition, and supplementation. So it's all individualized to the person, and this is the thing. And you'll get a 15-minute call with myself or one of our team members to review your data.
See, the beautiful thing is, now you look at my scores, I'm having issues, it tells me where to focus. So my GI is beautiful, which is great because I used to have irritable bowel syndrome, but through things like Golden and everything, I've actually had that under control. So my cognitive acuity, phenomenal, obviously. My energy is good. Okay, but my immunofitness needs work. My emotional balance could be why I cry all the time. So there's a lot of things, I still have these 2 areas to focus on. So even someone who literally spends his life focused on longevity, anti-aging, and health, there are areas I can be better. I can have better immunofitness. I get sniffles. Maybe I can fix that. I'm emotional. I have emotional issues. Depression runs in my family. Maybe that's something I can help.
There might be ways to influence that supplementally, dietarily, or training-wise. And knowing where you are is very important because what Marc's score is versus my score, that doesn't matter. All that matters is where we each are. And the very same thing that we always talk about Ambrosia is living life on 100. All these scores are in fact out of 100. We're trying to max out our lives. We're trying to have the most fulfilling and satisfying lives possible. These are 5 key health areas that we know are very important. That's why we've set up the Ambrosia health test to cater to these exact areas of health. We're taking those 11 metabolites and we've built an algorithm to give these scores.
So that's why when we tell you Ambrosia is more than just a nutrition company, well beyond that. And we need something like this because this is what we're all about. We're about maximizing yourself. So not only are we telling you to do it, we're giving you a way to measure where you're at, giving you a plan to get better, and then you can take the test again and see how much you've improved.
And that's exactly right.
That's exactly what we're doing. So again, Sean, I'll let you explain. How do they get this? Where do they get this? How easy is it?
You can order right on the Ambrosia website. We ship it to your door. It takes a couple days to get it. You can take your sample within a few minutes, as you've just seen. Put it in the envelope here. I'm going to have Marc fill out his card. Put this in with your blood sample. Put these in here together. Put it in your mailbox and it's gone. It's on its way back to us, and we're within a few days away from giving you your very own personalized health report.
So the link down below will have where you go. You just go there, drop it in your cart. You're good to go. Appreciate you guys watching. This is a way for you to take actionable movement towards better health.
Yeah, and this has taken over a year to plan, coordinate, and roll out. But Ambrosia is a different type of company, everyone who's watching. I think you know that based on the types of products that we make. We don't make pre-workouts or fat burners or anything else that's really related to your direct physical performance in the gym.
Yeah.
Even though it's so funny because that's where we all started, me, you, and Mike. But we've kind of evolved beyond that. We still love it, and we do it every single day, today being no exception. But there's more to our lives, and that's just a part of it. And we want our overall lives to be well managed, taken care of, and maxed out. We're trying to live on 100, and we want you guys to do it with us.
Absolutely, guys. So click on the link down below. Check it out. Appreciate it.